Thank you once again for allowing me into your presence today, maybe just for part or whole of these 500 seconds of this meeting, this urgency meeting about resilience. I respect and honor and am humbled with all the different things out there for you to take your time with and to put your attention to, that you considered these words from me, from a person you don't know yet. But hopefully you've done some level of research and say, is this guy worthwhile my 8 minutes and 20 seconds on this subject called resilience? Even before you get to that tagline that I try to remind everyone about, this thing called resilience, it's not mine, it's not yours. It's something we all share and have in common, and that we should be able to discuss it, share it, maintain it, and use it as a way to get through and succeed in good, bad, and in different times. So, if you allow me to start with this discussion around desire. Now, if you had a chance to review a few of my earlier episodes, and that I'll always come to in this episode and other ones, when I talk about resilience, it is the main question that drove me to even write that book and to do these podcasts. That one question, that centering question, is what drives you? I ask that of total strangers, friends of mine, or acquaintances. I want to know or be able to appreciate truly, genuinely, what drives you to do what you do. Not what you are driven by, not what you work for at your job, not what entertains you. I do want to know what on a daily and moment-to-moment basis drives you to do what you do. Is it aligned with what I'm also further defining or asking you to define for yourself as your beauty? What is it about you that makes you unique? I'm not saying that you made you, but some creator, your higher power, your Allah, your Buddha, your Jehovah, some entity beyond and before you permitted you to be here. However we got here individually, but uniquely, is different. Yet also, we come through that same channel, that same vessel, mother and father, through the mother, physically, that vessel of birth. So we didn't have anything to do with that, the arrangement. You can get somewhat metaphysical and ethereal and, high level spiritual to say that I had a discussion with my higher power and we negotiated my arrival here. That's a possible set of circumstances or conditions that could have happened. But grant me this, we did not individually decide to come forth here. That wasn't our desire. That was the desire of that higher power that permits me to be here speaking with you and you being there to listen to me for how long you choose to do that. But that term desire, if you recall, is tied into that question that I asked about what drives you. And in subsequent episodes, I started to refine the question about what drives you and what feeds into that thing that you have uniquely that is your drive. So in doing that, I added in two other words, two other steps into developing and self-discovering that thing about what drives you or your drive. So I added in probably months after the initial episodes, added in the term desire. And then on top of that was discipline. And then in that sequence: desire, discipline, and then your drive. But today we're going to talk about desire. So I think when I mentioned that at first, and that's still valid in this quote unquote model I am offering to you, I'm saying that to say desire on the raw part, the basic, not well defined, just a spark of an idea, the raw substance of should feed into and going towards your drive. However, to get from the desire to the drive is that critical, essential, contextual step called discipline. Even though we have that raw idea or wanting, or even more importantly, it should be a need for you, a desire you have to do, that you want to do, that you feel in your heart, not in your mind, that you want to do this, and you have part of a seedling, a small input that's going to grow into that drive. But to get there, that middle ground, that essential maintenance part is the discipline to take care of that, to protect it, to nurture that raw desire. And it could be desire of something that is not your finer moment. It's still a desire. The ones that are your part of your final moments feed into your best. But so I'm trying to look at the positive side of a raw essence of your desire that you then choose to maintain, protect, guard it with your very life so that it grows into the drive that represents you and what you appreciate as your reason for being here, your purpose, and your message. There was something I read from Mr. Ryan Holiday again about that desire thing. And it is something about the true nature of desire that even the Stoics would not agree or would say desire is a problematic issue. Because desire, if it's not properly disciplined or refined or focused, can drive you into a different way outside and away from your true calling. So that desire from your head, and men could be either head, choose one. But the desire from your head is always reaching or trying to get to something that you can never hold. It can be an attainment, could be entertainment, could be something you did that was so much fun and felt great. But at the end, you won't feel as complete or as perfect as you could have if you reach with a desire that resonates with your heart. So again, even Mr. Holiday and his relation to the Stoic philosophy, that desire should come from turning inward. Make sure you have filtered and vetted that desire. It could be good, bad, or indifferent, but go with a good desire that's going to grow into your drive and your beauty. But make sure you put some time, attention, and focus and awareness on the patience and the courage to be humble yet confident in the desire that has the benefit of you, represents why you're here, represents the desire of your creator, and that's something you can feel comfortable sharing without any hesitation. Stay present, stay current. No matter where you are in this world, please remember, it is always 8:20.